Every minute slipping by, even when I close my eyes, ruthless I know. You might even wonder why I go MIA sometimes. I can't deny.
Every night I try to love, but your heart is made of stone. All my tears, they fall like rain. Yet you...
I'm heading off to hang out with my friend Maka, and we're just gonna like journal and scrapbook and drink some tea. But I've just been thinking a lot lately and about how to like find peace, because I feel like a lot of the time I'm so caught up in this like fast-paced academia world of, you know, papers and what's the next thing, and you have assignments due and parties and just like all these different levels of commitments in my college life, and I've been trying to find ways to be more peaceful without feeling unproductive. You know, we have that capitalism ingrained sort of mindset, and I'm very much guilty of that, or a victim of it, I suppose, depending on how you frame it. During COVID, during that isolation period, the way I found peace was with my friends, and constantly, you know, always hanging out with someone, always talking to someone. And now that's kind of gotten draining for me. I think I'm no longer in this isolated, you know, virtual world, and now peace looks different. And I think that's like really been hitting me this semester, and I've had a hard time coming to terms with it just because I'm not used to that sort of sensation. And I find myself like drawing back a lot more and spending a lot more time with myself. But I've also realized that I can't be alone for too long, because then I get lonely and I'm diagnosed with depression, so too much time alone just isn't good for my mental health. And I've realized the sort of like, it seems like a paradox, but that often my peace is like a person. So it's like someone who I can spend a lot of time with without getting drained, like my boyfriend, and just coexisting. Like, we don't have to be doing anything. I just came back from my October break last night. My boyfriend dropped me off because he lives a few hours away, but we didn't really do anything the entire weekend. Like, we laid around, we did a puzzle, you know, we went on a little walk, and we binge watched our show, and we had all these different things to do planned out. Like, we wanted to go apple picking, and we just didn't get around to it because we just wanted to rest. And I used to be in this place where I would beat myself up for any kind of rest, but to be honest, I feel so calm right now, like going back into the school after our break. And I don't know, I think it's just weird to know that ways of finding peace change, you know, with circumstances, and trying to come to terms with that as I navigate all the stuff that's going around. But I feel like this definitely is related, but I've been enjoying YouTube a lot more rather than TikTok, and I like just watching long-form videos of people just living their life, you know, traveling, making food, whatever it is. I've just been really loving that, and I also really like that with YouTube you can pick what you watch and it's longer and you can like settle into a video, whereas I feel like on TikTok you don't know when you scroll, you don't know what the next video is going to be. And with, you know, with so many humanitarian crises going on across the world, I think it's really hard to go from watching like someone's cat to the next thing, and that sort of emotional whiplash is just not healthy for me. So I've been watching more long-form videos, and I've really been enjoying it, and it's been really inspiring as well. I struggle with seasonal depression, but I've had a lot of motivation lately to film stuff, and I think romanticizing that a little bit and filming it helps me a lot. I don't know, I feel like I'm always looking for something beautiful to capture. I guess, long story short, I'm just learning how to be alone and how to slow down the pace of life.
After a morning spent in my room, I headed over to my friend Maka's dorm room to scrapbook with her. It was her first time scrapbooking, so I brought lots of my own goodies. I ended up doing a full spread of the dinner I had the night before. And then we found out that a new Thai place had opened up in the downtown area right next to our school, so we walked over there for dinner.
There is no good boba in the area, so this is my boba taste test from this new place. I got Thai milk tea.
We both ordered Thai tea with boba, and I got some yellow curry while Maka got chicken.
Change your ways or set me loose. Cold nights.
The downtown area also consists of a bookstore, so after our meal, we went to the bookstore. Maka was on the hunt for a new journal, and I was just looking around, but I did stumble across this book with the most gorgeous cover.
My desk is such a mess, but I have a pen pal in the UK, and I got this little postcard of my college in the winter, and I thought it'd be cute to send to her when winter comes around, so I'm gonna keep it in my drawer of goodies with all my postcards back there.
Afterwards, I just watched YouTube and worked on my crochet project for a bit before heading to karate practice.
So if you guys weren't aware, I do karate, and I have been for a very long time. Like, I'm pretty serious and I like compete and stuff, but while I've been at college, I haven't really been doing much, especially as the semester started. So I'm trying to get back in, and I'm trying to join. I'm gonna just join a Zoom from my dojo back home tonight. And I honestly feel really out of it, but I also know that like I need to start getting back into it, even if I'm not feeling at my best, so I can like start getting my body back in shape for competitions. So that's where we're at tonight.
Love me now or let me leave. Endless pain, it's all I know. Hurt me more.
So my teacher hasn't actually sent me the Zoom link, and class technically started like a few minutes ago, so I don't know, we're just gonna wait, and if he doesn't send me the link, then I will just, I don't know, I'll just do my own thing. Hi guys. Shout out to my Team USA sweatshirt. It's like really cold in the studio right now. Usually it's like too hot, but it's really cold right now, so just trying to keep myself warm.
Me go in this game, my heart will lose. Change your ways.
The Thai food I had for dinner was kind of spicy, and I can feel it like in my stomach right now. This is not gonna be fun.
Set me loose. Endless pain, it's all I know. Hurt me more or let me go.
When I got back to my dorm, I took a shower and then hopped on my PC to play video games with my boyfriend. Lately we've been playing a lot of the Sons of the Forest, which is a survival game with cannibals, but there's also seasons in the game, and the fall season is so cozy, and I love the woodsiness of the game in general.
I'm not gonna lie, I woke up late and then I took way too long to get ready. So now I'm running late to class, but I always need breakfast first. So hopefully I make it to class on time. I'm currently walking to the college bookstore because I'm looking for two things. One, I wanted to get into watercolor, and I've just been feeling really like wanting to do art lately and do stuff with my hands. So I'm gonna go look at the bookstore and see if they have an affordable watercolor sketchbook. Am I lost right now? Am I going the right direction? And then they're also hosting a Palestinian poet in like a week or two, so I want to pick up his book.
The bookstore didn't have a huge collection of watercolor journals, so it just came down to the smaller and cheaper one or a more expensive Moleskine. But the Moleskine was out of my college student price range, so I went with the smaller one.
Guys, I fucking lost my wallet, so I just had to retrace all my steps back to the bookstore. I walked in, I was like, hey, did I have to leave my wallet here? And the guy who had just walked in the bookstore was like, was it like a little animal? Which it's 𝐬𝐿𝐴, so it is. And I was like, yes, it's like a bear. Did I leave it outside? He's like, oh, I left it right there. And I was like, thank God. I was about to panic, but good thing we retraced my steps. Whew.
Once I recovered my wallet, I headed back to the library to study. Then I switched locations and headed to the local coffee shop to meet up with Maya to work on our computer science homework together. My afternoon class got canceled today, which is why I had so much free time. Usually I have a 3-hour lab today actually, and I'd still be in it right now. But I'm also skipping work today because there's this like cutie BIPOC healing event I'm going to that my school is hosting, and it coincided with work, so I had to call on my shift. But that means my Thursday has opened up a lot, which is really nice because it's kind of like a continuation of my break, so I feel very relaxed. I'm gonna take an early shower so my hair can dry and I don't have to sleep on my already crispy hair. Our school was hosting an event called Soft S'mores, which is a school tradition, so I met up with my friends Demi and Alina at the fire pit, and then we enjoyed some s'mores. So there's an apothecary near my college, and I bought incense there earlier today because I've been wanting, my room smells like low-key awful sometimes, so I wanted to make it smell nice, but also I thought I had an incense holder because I used to have one, but I dug through my room, I couldn't find it at all, so I just had to go back to the apothecary to buy a little incense holder plate thing, but it's really cute, so I'm happy. Guys, my Halloween costume just came in. I'm being a spider. It's it fits a little weird on the side where it's too loose, so I might have to get some tape or something so I can tape it down so it's secure. So the ballet club at my school is putting on a production of the Nutcracker this year for the very first time, which is so exciting because I've never actually been in a Nutcracker production, funny enough, even though I did ballet for very, very long. But yeah, I took a break during high school from ballet just because I didn't have time, but in college I've gotten back into it. So you can see I have my sleek bun and I'm wearing leg warmers and my Leo and so many layers. But yeah, we actually have a pretty busy night because after ballet, I am catching the next bus to a local college for my friend Sloane's birthday party, who Sloane was in my Texas vlogs. If I can make it tomorrow. All right. Good morning. It's currently what time is it? It's 8:30. I'm very sleepy still, but I have another Nutcracker rehearsal, so I'm up pretty early. But it's 32 degrees outside, it could fucking snow if it was raining. So I'm all bundled up. You guys can't see it, but my breath is but yeah. It's kind of nice to get up early, even though I'm not a morning person, but it's okay. The studio looks so pretty in the morning light with all the foliage, and I got there a little early on purpose so I could get some practice in with my point shoes, since it had been a while since I'd consistently danced on point. Then we started the actual class, and I took a spot at the bar in front of the window so I could enjoy the scenery. Later that day, I went to a Japanese tea ceremony at our college's Japanese tea house and enjoyed some matcha with Maya. I love the Thai place so much, and I headed back there again with my friends Ivy and Namuna. The weather was gorgeous out this day, so I decided to sit outside and journal, and my friend Faye met me outside and we hung around for a while, studying, journaling, and reading. Faye brought out some raspberries, so we also enjoyed the fresh fruit where we hung out.
Even when I close my eyes, ruthless I know.
I also decided to spend the time writing a belated happy birthday letter to my best friend back home, so I wrote it out and then sent it right after.
My schedule is literally all over the place all the fucking time. I had to cancel. So I'm the president of the karate club at my school, but I had to cancel the karate club tonight because I'm like so behind on one of my fucking midterm projects, and I've spent at least 6 hours on this project, and I think maybe I just finished it. And now I'm headed straight to a 2-hour dance rehearsal, so.
I had dinner at a cutie BIPOC event with a bunch of my friends and then headed over to see the fall school musical, which is the Addams Family, with my friend Lily.
I'm gonna make myself a matcha now, but I'm like kind of nervous to handle boiling water because a few days ago I was making ramen. I had the boiling water in the bowl and I spilled it all on myself, and I have a burn on my leg because of it, and I'm like so scared like about the water, so I need to be very careful. But I'm so tired today. I don't know why. I was in my first class in like math and we're doing proofs and I was like falling asleep, so I'm gonna get some caffeine because I have a field trip this afternoon. We're going to a gallery. I pulled up my pants so you can see, but that's the burn, and it kind of looks like a foot, which is really funny. It doesn't hurt anymore, which is good, and hopefully it'll go away, but it's a 1st-degree burn, and when I first got it, it hurt so bad if like anything touched it, so I'm glad it's healing, but definitely an experience.
One of my professors had an exhibition at a local art gallery, so we took a field trip during class and I headed over to the gallery to see their work. My professor does weaving and works specifically with bird netting, as well as various forms of plastic, and it was so incredible to see the ways in which her creativity came out with her materials. After I got back from the field trip, my friend 𝐬𝐭𝐦𝐿 and I went downtown, originally planning on getting Chinese food, but when we realized the Chinese restaurant was takeout only, we decided to go to the Thai place.
I feel like such fucking shit today. It's been an awful day, I'm not gonna lie. Just like emotionally really draining. And I really haven't done anything all day. Like, I've just been laying in bed. But my boyfriend's gonna be here soon, so that should help things. That should turn things around. But I guess right now it's just a very difficult time to be kind of dealing with a depressive episode because it is midterm season, and like I, on top of feeling a lot of emotions, I also have so much work to do, so there's also that like underlying stress of just midterm studying and papers to write and stuff. So I'm hoping I can find some time this weekend once I feel a little better to really get my stuff done, because I have a midterm due
on Sunday, and it's currently Friday. And I've already started it, but I still have to write like a paper and stuff. And right now, like, I was gonna try to get it done today, but I just do not, like, I don't have the energy for it today.